How are you doing, guys? I hope you are having a fabulous Friday to end the week on a profitable note. And today onwards, you can spend the money which you have earned during these 5 working days. This day onwards, I will be changing the topic from Visual JForex to only JForex. This is also the important platform. Earlier, we used to do the sessions on the Visual JForex automated trading system developments. And now that we have mostly covered the indicators, and we can, if the need be, go back to the formations later on. So, in coming sessions, I will be making you familiar with the various indicator options provided on the JForex platform. So this is a introductory session, and if you feel like you can present your demands, and if there is a requirement, I will do the session on that particular indicator. So you can write to me in the feedback also. Here on this platform, if you are new to this, then you will get the indicators below these drag down options. You can do a quick search. You can add indicators from the cluster of various indicators, the account statistic, Bill Williams, cycle indicator, math operators, math transform, momentum indicator. So we have all these kind of indicators provided on the platform to help you figure out the trend and optimize the entry point, as it is very important to be rightly on the side of the trend. If it is the bullish, then we have to go for the buy trade. If the momentum is bearish, then we should better be looking for the short sale opportunities. So in that context, we have to take the help of these various indicators provided on this platform, which you can customize as per your requirement. So we get all these options using which you can optimize various indicators. So one by one, I will be making you familiar with the various options provided on this platform. And as I said earlier, if you need any particular indicator to be covered earlier than what we can go as per these listing options, then you can raise the demand, and I will cover it in the very next session. So in Bill Williams indicator series, we have these 6 indicators starting from acceleration, deceleration, oscillator, and going all the way to the gator oscillator. So one by one, I will make you familiar with this functionality of these indicators and how these indicators are calculated and how we can utilize these indicators to look for the optimum entry. So for example, let us plot these awesome oscillator. I think I will need to zoom out a bit, as the zoom option resolution is on the higher side. Okay, now we go back to this Bill Williams, and I was giving you the example of these awesome oscillator. So we have to customize these awesome oscillator as per these options, and depending on that, you will get it plotted on the lower side. So if you just go by the default setup, then you get this kind of plotting. And if you want to change anything, you can change it. You can edit the indicator. You can add the indicator. You can clone the indicator. So all these options get provided to you. So whichever way you want to do it, you can do it. See here, it is very dynamic, as you can notice on the chart. As soon as I change this slower MA time period, it changes, the plotting changes. So that's how these values are arrived at. So I am not going to tinker with it in this session. This is just the example. So all these indicators are provided here, and let us now again look for other kind of indicators which are available to us. I will again make the resolution higher so it is easier for us to read the names, and for that I will change the zoom to 150. Okay, so it becomes easier for us to look at the names of the various indicators. So here we get these all kinds of options. Bill Williams cycle indicators. We have these Hilbert transform dominant cycle. So we get waves, we get phases plotted on this chart, as you can notice on the lower side. So we have all these options provided to us to look at the trend and where to give for the entry. What exactly should be the entry point? We can pretty much determine using these combinations of various indicators. You can rely on one indicator, you can take a cluster of indicators. It's always up to you, whatever suits your purpose. Ultimately, it's all about making money, and as long as you make money with anything, you should try to figure that combination out, and then you can use it consistently. So that's our focus, that's our purpose for doing this series, where I will give you examples and also the technical details of these various indicators listed amongst these various heads. Now if you come to the maths operator, we have these add, divide, max, minimum, min max, vector arithmetic, multiplication unit. We have all these kind of options provided to us, summation. So we get to calculate what the price is over the given period. If it is rising, then we will have a higher summation. If it is in decline, then the summation value goes down. So all these kinds of options are there. You have various indicators, and it is a long list. So even here the list is so long that even I can't take the names of all these indicators listed. Otherwise you will get bored and feel like going to sleeping. And today it's a Friday, it's not really the time to sleep, so I would bore you with the name of all these indicators in a single session. One by one we will go through all this, and my purpose will be to make you familiar. And in this session, I'm just going to give you an outlay of how this program is going to span out, how we can take the advantage of this program. And for that, being interactive is very important. You can raise your queries, and if you need additional clarification on any particular point, on how that particular indicator is derived and what are its uses, you can directly write to me, and subsequent sessions will be done live. This is being done in the recorded format. As I am not in my regular place, I have gone out, and because of that, I have done this indicator introductory session in a recorded format. But Monday onwards, I will be back to my place, and we will be doing the session live. So you must take advantage of that and raise the queries then and there, and it will be my responsibility to satisfy your queries. So now coming to the overlap studies, we have these overlap studies involving various moving averages. We have all kind of moving averages indicator provided to us. So we have the options to look for the patterns, look for the averages, and go for the trades accordingly. We have these pattern recognition indicators also, the doji, various kinds of doji formation, candlestick doji formations are provided to us on the platform, which we can utilize to look for the trend if the momentum is on our side. And by our side, I mean if you are looking to go for the buy trade in any particular indicator, then you can take the help of these pattern recognition formations, transform, these average price, median price, typical price, weighted close price. All these options also are provided on this platform. Statistics functions, those who have done statistical studies in their undergraduate or even the matriculate level, they must be familiar with these various names listed here. And even if you are not, don't worry, we will be going through these indicators in such a way that it will make no difference if you have studied statistics earlier or not. And we will try to catch up with these formations and get the job of finding the opportunities done regardless of our statistical background. We have this one option listed amongst the Thomas Bulowski, and I think he was the one who figured out this formation narrow range, and that's why it is the single indicator listed for his name. Then we have volatility indicators, ADR, ATR, and we have these true range formation also. So we have all these options. Then comes the volume is a very important indicator. We can figure out the market participants interest there. if the volumes are higher, if the price is moving in any particular direction with higher volume, that means more market participants are getting involved, and that way the price is likely to sustain in that direction. That's how we can look for simplifying thing and making sense of all those things. So that will be our primary incentive while studying these indicators, these formations, while looking to optimize, while increase our profit. So that's how I am going to take one by one all these indicators listed on the platform and give explanation. We will also be using various examples of the formations, and as I said also earlier, the sessions are going to be live. So for any indicator, if you feel like, you can raise the query, so that will be my responsibility to explain it further. So guys, that's it from my side for today's session, and I will be back on Monday, and we will start our journey Monday onwards. Thank you all for joining in. Have a fabulous weekend. See you on Monday. Goodbye.